Let's now apply that analogy of the scattered and fragmented pieces of a longer and larger narrative to our specific lives. We're involved in many different things. If you were to list everything you did today on a piece of paper, you woke up in the morning, whatever the regimen may be, you exercised, you showered, got dressed, ate breakfast, did your prayers, your study, good deeds, work, a little break, coffee break, continue whatever that list may be. The small things and the big things. A few important calls, a few smaller matters, housekeeping, until you go to sleep at night. You'll come up with approximately 100 to 150 items on this list. Then try to connect a thread between them. Very few will be connected. Some will, but most won't. You brushed your teeth. What does it have to do with your coffee break at noon? But it's all part of a unified narrative. And for that, we need to go deeper into the soul's purpose. That's where you find the thread that connects them all. It's not fragmented pieces, it's one large narrative that consists of and is composed of all these details, each detail infused with deeper purpose. So even when you eat a meal, as we discussed, or you tie your shoelaces, or you take that coffee break, or you take a walk, it's all a piece of a deeper spiritual contribution you're making. But the condition is that you need to be aware of that, and you need to feel that way. So when you're walking, you're not just walking, you're being led. What will that walk lead to? Who you will meet, what you will see, what you will learn. You look around, you see the nature, and you said, here's a lesson for me to be a more improved and refined human being. Even a bird can teach you that. A blade of grass, a grain of sand. What you're doing is looking at everything deliberately, not just in passing, oh, who really cares? When you do that, that becomes the connection, because every detail is part of that spiritual, larger narrative. That, in simple English, is elevating the sparks. If you don't do that, what happens? Your life becomes a collection of fragments. More fragments and more fragments. You say, well, okay, what's the big thing? The big thing is not one day. It accumulates day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, decade after decade, century after century, millennia after millennia. And a human being abhors fragmentation. No matter how organized you are, everybody, needs a form of organized behavior. And when things are fragmented, you come to a place and everything is all over the place. We need organized. We need a certain unity where things belong. Fragmentation actually disrupts and disturbs the human spirit. Even children, naturally, when you look at them, you'll see they fit things into things. You give them a sphere, they fit it into a sphere. So this is the difference between a fragmented life and a united life. You're creating that larger narrative.